Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got Yes protection.
No matter what you're going through today, know that God will surely shine his light through because his timing is perfect. This is Restoration, and we'll be right back after this break.
GTP, timeless.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winner who are there just to send me and Pimpino, you to me 5 gems if in Kitadia, you need your Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, what bet to me about home by? Use a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. Every say you to me 5 gems if in Yaman Yasa is so. A Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FD Ashisha said Jadi and Kratoimu Ajiatum say.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got yes, confidence, I got yes.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got yes, confidence, I got
Yes.
we got yes, protection, I got
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
we got yes, protection.
In 1967, Hisense and the Sukra Boshim say, Yadia, Yabaya home appliances, a ye papa, Nanebo edda from Ama Ankra, I will reassure for Nangina. Hisense, Yadia, the Wagway, I want to say, Yan your ma yet, a buanipa, a walk on your singing house, and the Nama Mimusawe, a dear Ben Sana we hear, refrigerator, air conditioner, television, gas cooker, electric cooker, iron, rice cooker, washing machine, steamer, kettle, mobile phone, sound system, and a blender, a monogra, to an amount of Hisense showroom BM. Najidi say, Ubenya Dianim water from Pato. A Sansi and GM would you say any of my papa? Hisense a penny of Jumekua, a minimum of 5 years warranty. Ye initial one when you did that, into Yensi one form. Now, that dear will honor to the bar some swat. You see you come, and your may papa. And your ma efe. If you your ma and saying in a more day. Another Hisense, yeah. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
For skin that's dull and dry, Vaseline Cocoa Glow with pure cocoa and shea butter. Blended with micro droplets of Vaseline jelly, revealing glowing radiant skin. For glowing radiance.
Restoration.
A big thank you to Ophelia of ABS Collection for my outfits, to Harry's Professional Hair Studio for my hair, GH Beauty Artistry for my makeup, to Jim Ray Company Limited, the Souza Catering Services for the food my crew and I have been enjoying all day, to Antonio Shot It Photography, and to Kofi Africa Photography, our official photographers, to Frame Masters, thank you very much, and of course to Axis Suites located at Laboni Junction. Thank you very much. You're located right beside Vaniado. So if you want to come to Access with your family, you're very welcome. And I can tell you for a fact, it is a very cozy place to be. So you have their numbers on your screen. If you want to come here for your meetings, for your parties, get in touch with them and they will serve you very, very well. 6 years ago, I had the privilege of hosting my guest, and it was fun, exciting. We laughed. I mean, he cracked me up. And today, he's back after 6 years. And you know what? He's not alone. This time, he came with his wife. And the last time he came, it was my wife. I could count the number of times he said my wife. My guest for today, Reverend and Mrs. Bakpo Ado, a.k.a. Reverend and Mrs. Azigiza Jnr.
Who is the Bakpo Ado?
Trudy, how are you?
I'm doing good, sis.
Let me ask you first, Trudy, not you. How do you manage with him? I mean, his total package.
As you rightly said, it's a total package. So with patience, with commitments, with the decision to love him for the rest of my life, I have to put up with all his excesses.
In quotes.
So you people have planned to hijack me?
No, we are.
You hear from my lawyers?
Oh, no, come on.
You hear from my lawyers? I have a lawyer called Holy Spirit.
Oh, he's my friend too, so
okay.
You're cool. I got you.
So
and Junior talks about you so much. My wife. We've always heard his side of the story. How did you meet? Today you are a listener.
Okay, I have to start at the point. We used to be at a different church, and I was part of the choir. So there was this day we're ministering, and after the first song, the first lady of the church asked me to go backstage and invite Junior to join us on stage for the next song. So as obedient as I was, I passed through the backstage, and then I went by him, by his seat, and I knelt by his side. And I told him, please, Sofumami says I should come and invite you on stage. And he was like, oh, today he wasn't in the mood for ministration. He didn't really know the song, actually. So he said he would talk to her after the service. So I went back and told Sofumami, unfortunately, Junior says today he can't join us on stage. So that was how we met for the first time.
Let me give you the Azigiza revised standard version. Okay, I went to church with another lady.
Okay.
Then they said a choir was coming to sing, and there were about 4 to 5 ladies. Trudy was in the front. So I told this lady that, who says, sister, no, Gina, Honanka, we are Simon Okoye, Miss Gananka. Uncle Beya. Then this lady was like,
whatever.
Yeah, but like seriously, then she started rolling her neck. But cut a long story short, the first lady of all the ladies sent Trudy to come and invite me. I didn't know there was some
revelation,
divine connection.
My friend, so that's how come we met. And when we closed church, I called her and gave her my number that she should call me. And she said, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, another Sunday, then I saw her again. I was like, sister, then, they are the part about fear we need to know. Yeah, sister, which one you did? I mean,
this is Azigiza.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They are the part about fear. You didn't call me. I was saying, I forgot I was busy, blah, blah, blah. So the Monday, not anyhow. Monday, then she called me.
Monday,
no, friend me. And I was just like, please, you said I should call you, so I have called you. So that's how come it started.
So Trudy, you knew him. I mean, there was no way you would say you didn't know him.
I did.
So when he gave you the number, did you have a feeling he was interested?
Not at all. At that point in time, not at all.
Oh, you thought it was just another 9-day wonder?
Yeah, he wanted to
nice
know
girl
me. Yeah, so
you didn't even register him small, not even send him first and wait.
Not in the list. Who said, yes, Shannon, we had some, maybe you would write the name of the guy, then you write your name, then you cross it out, then you get to the numbers, and then you see if you're compatible. I never even dreamt about that.
Whoa.
Never, ever.
So at what point did your game go up for her to give you the romantic attention?
Okay, you can go.
Okay, around that time, I wanted to write a Christian movie because, my original sources of income was in the nightclub promoting alcoholic beverages. I had become a Christian. Bible says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. I had to change where I walk exactly. So I wanted to write a movie. And around that time, she also had a laptop. So she would come to my place at Jowlu, and I'll use my hand to write. Then she'll come and type it out for me.
And then what's that your collaboration?
Sister Azigiza. But you see, during those times, there is one thing that I think every man should know. Every man should know what you like on a woman. You must know it. It's a fact of life. So whenever we were driving, I used to have this old car, Agata. You remember Agata? And then if we saw a lady that had, then I was like, hey, this is that she did formal. So it looks like gradually she got to know what I wanted on a woman. And she also checked herself if she had what I wanted. But at a point in time, she became my in-betweener.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Testing
my 1, 2, 1, 2.
And come on. You started off as like brother, sister, friends.
We're friends.
So you could tell her anything.
Yeah.
So how were you his betweener?
He was interested in this girl. I will not mention the name, but Coco. So I was trying to
help him out
because once I not brother but nyamimu fresh, so it be offer say like he would go and then maybe I could bounce.
Azigiza.
I'm Robert.
So I had to help out a little, but I'm fat.
Oh, I did not get on something.
No.
Later, na
Brad, like he got to know, say, I dare on China will share.
There was this friend of mine called Malone. Malone came home and we were talking about Trudy. Then Malone was like, but Presido, you not check this lady out. She be independent candidate too. She not the need vote. That's why we win already. It's good to have some people who will help steer your vision
attention
to set. And I'm happy and I thank Malone for doing that thing because she was right by me and I was.
You were overlooking.
Yeah. Charlie Christian brothers make you shine on eyes. If somebody they shine your eye.
Christian brother, Christian sister, now wife in between.
I tell you.
How is that?
So there was this day we were driving and I just parked the next day. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror to see if you had what I liked on a woman? And she bowed down the head and she was like, yes. And I said, how are you? I touched him what I remember.
That was how he proposed.
That's how he proposed.
I was depending now.
No.
Romantic drama.
The romance came after. Yeah, beginning I shall body. I used to buy pork. Pork was my form of romance. There was this pork joint at North Kaneshi, Bubuashi. Then I'll take her there, I'll buy some, and I will be driving, beating the pork in some cement paper, and it was. Yeah, there was this day I surprised her. I told her she wasn't going to see me that night, and she was so sad. But as I spoke to her, I was in front of her gate. So I rang the bell. She came out, she was in a nightie, and she had tied some cloth on her chest. So guess what? I bundled her, put her in the Golf, drove her to Funky's, bought one Ghana City ice cream, the cone one.
Cone ice cream, my favorite.
And she was like, it's one of the happiest days of her life. I said, like, seriously?
In her nightie.
I wasn't expecting it. It was a surprise. I didn't know he was even at my house. I never knew.
Yes.
That is indeed a romantic
Yes. So during those times, so there was this day we were driving and we're listening to this great man of God that mentors me. He's called Bishop Franco Fuzwapia in Atlanta. So he was preaching on Solomon and mentioned Solomon's middle name, that his middle name was Jedidah, and it meant beloved of the Lord. So I told her, sweetheart, if we give birth to a son, we'll name him JD.
Oh, that's my godson's name.
Yes, that's it.
So that's where it came from, the
Azigiza Jnr.
Street shelling.
Yes, from the cement paper and the wraps.
Oh, from the Domedo side.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's how come we spoke about marriage, we spoke about our children, and we spoke about the kind of family we want to have. It was very intentional. The building of our family was very intentional. Yes, sister, intentional to the T. This is what I'm talking about. Because when I was growing up, in my home, my dad was a former military man, mom was a teacher, so there was tension in the house. So I would rather run outside, go and stay with my friend. I've lived on the streets of Accra before. I had friends who sell wache, kenke, those people. Yeah. They were my friends, so they fed me too.
The rap people.
Can we go for a commercial break?
The gobe seller.
So I was forced out of the house because of the tension at home. So I told Trudy I was very intentional. Do you know, the night before our wedding, I called her and asked her a question. Sister, what did I ask you?
Am I ready?
For the marriage?
Not for the wedding, for the marriage.
And if she had said no, I would have cancelled it. Says, I want to stay in for the rest of. At my wedding, my friends were betting. They were casting lot. Oh, Ziggy, 2 weeks ago, leave this girl. Oh, somebody said 2 months. Then they were betting at the trade fair. And people did the bet on me. Then I will go do yawa. And he said, no, it can't happen. So our marriage, our family, aside the grace of God, is very intentional. We want it this way. We want to let our children find friends in us. We want to make sure they can come to us. I can be watching.
Not be afraid.
Yes, I can be watching TV with JD. I'll be like, JD, which of these ladies is fine? Whether you like it or not, he will share. He's 17 years. He's going to be 18. He'll be talking to friends. He's a Christian high. They are exposed. JD, who do you have a crush on? Oh, daddy. Like some girl right now. Exactly, because whether you like it or not.
When you were growing up.
Sister.
How dare you? Now, Papa Lisa said, who do you have a crush on?
Never.
No, when the man used to drive an old VW, and it was a licensed GS 1230, and he came home 12:30 for lunch every day. So we will scatter when the man. Oh, there was this day they did some super OD those days, and there was this thing Abyssinia. So I was doing Abyssinia. My senior sister did Abyssinia and went under the mango tree, but she came back like. Okay, so study went somewhere. The next one, her first sisters, I'm the only boy. so second one, Ben is also went. Abyssinia. Then she came back. Third one, Philippa. Abyssinia. She came back. It got to my 10. Then I removed my dress. Abyssinia. No, under the mango tree. Poppy dates there. And those days they will beat you, and the most annoying part is that don't cry. Oh Lord. Have you seen her?
Judy.
Yes.
Have you been disappointed?
Not in the least. Not at all.
So when you're getting married to him, everybody knew the then Azigiza bad boy player. I'm sure your friends and even some family members said stuff. What were some of the things they said?
My microphone. Test.
Somebody, a friend, I would say a friend, not a close friend though, but somebody I knew called me and was like, hey, Trudy, I've heard you are going to marry Azigiza. Are you sure you can handle him? And I'm like, why? Is he not a guy? Don't you know he's a player? He's this and a girlfriend? And I'm saying,
Morocco.
I was saying a girlfriend be what? And I'm saying, Sahara Diana and I say control Diana.
Go catch and say me girl than so man.
I know besides Sahara control.
I wanted to know.
There was one thing I also did before we got married. I was as open as a book. I told her
everywhere you had.
Yes, sister, I do this, I do that. If you like, so that you should not be overtaken by events and they're like, oh, hey, they don't know you didn't. No. So I told her A to Z. So when the lady went to her, I was like, hey, kopebema where Azigiza. Azigiza himself a girl, but then she was like, is it control or
because I knew everybody, like I knew all of them, all the exes.
I did.
Wow.
So I knew what I was going in for.
Since you know the courting stage of any couple is the discovery stage. That is where you must do a bit of questioning, and that is where you must ask one question in about 10-20 ways so that you can get the truth. Because people can pretend before marriage, but as I come, most of the times people pretend. So before they get into marriage, there's this expectation they don't get to meet. There is a fairy tale, and then there is the reality. And when you're not careful and reality hits you, you will like, ready? Why a calibos?
Yes. Being married, I mean, being Christians in our society sometimes is difficult. There are expectations, and especially when you've come from the world and people know your past, sometimes they try to judge you by what they know of your past.
Yes.
Has it been difficult for you? I mean, from year 1, year 2, year 3 to year 18, has it been difficult?
It has been, and let me start by saying that she was raised by a different family. I was raised by a different family. I lived on the streets. I was a rude boy, and so I buy some more toffee and kenke. She too, she be that I buy, want to sit by table and chop. That was one of our first fights. We go buy food. I was sister, maybe body. She wanted to have a cutlery. I come man side because I school papa now. Come man side to be here. You see, forget. Before they were here, sister, I go sit down. So our other fight was TV. She wanted to watch Nigerian movie. I wanted to watch football. But since all these things, she has become her past, her experiences, her environment. They've all shaped her. Mine has also shaped me. Now we are bringing 2 experiences, 2 environments, and we are trying to
merge.
Sister, the tension would definitely be there. Emma, you are the weirdest being in the whole world.
Why is it?
I live with one, and I'll tell you, if people will say no, but it means yes. At times you will come, are you okay? You say, I'm fine. We can say you are not fine. I also want to mention it because you see your face.
If we are not fine and we say we are fine, it means we don't want to bother you because you have a lot on your plate. Positive conflict.
If we say, are you fine, then we have noticed that something is not adding up. I cannot stand it when somebody comes to me for counseling and you expect me to pray and discern and know what is eating you up when you know. I'm sorry. If you come and sit in front of me and go like, oh, Pastor, I believe I'll close the counseling because I'm wasting my time. You are set in your ways. But coming to you, weird species. You say, no, you are. I live with one.
I live with one. You know, you are actually between 2 of us.
And I know both of you, Papa. I know you gang up against. You have already been gang. You hear from Dobson. I'll take the 2 of you to Dobson.
Dobson, it's a Dobson with the commercial break. I will be right back after this break.
In 1967, High Sense and Asukra Boshim said, Yadia, Yabaya home appliances, a ye papa, Nanebo Edda from Ama Ankra, I will reassure for Nangina. High Sense, Yadia, the Wagway, I want to say. Yan your ma yet, a buanipa, a walk on your seniors, and your nama mimusawe, a dear Ben Sana we hear, refrigerator, air conditioner, television, gas cooker, electric cooker, iron, rice cooker, washing machine, steamer, kettle, mobile phone, sound system, and now blender, a monogra, to an amount of High Sense showroom BM. Najidi said, Ubenya dear name water from Pato, a fancy and Jim, would you say any of my papa? High Sense a penny of Jumekua, a minimum of 5 years warranty. Yenny so when you did that, and to Yensi one form. Now, dear, we're on that in a bar, some swat. You just you come, and your ma, your papa, and your ma, if you and your ma, and saying in a man more day, and on the High Sense, yeah, High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
GTP, timeless.
efese enwia akono afro chicken yinu emuto kama afro chicken yin emma ho fesun kokra afedia natural hair for nso nya hair extension how to afro chicken rini bi ni border fem boko a natural as a sexual obi who difference afro chick HBS ne kofa by obenya e wo kokomlemle ye benjoy FM Frey 0202 747464 afro chick ahofe krojien chinie no ho.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got. Yes, confidence, I got. Yes.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi, is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes.
I got. Yes, confidence, I got.
Yes.
We got yes protection, I got.
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
So bet matter we are. A chance of betting is what away. Who best dance what we assassin. Assassin so there, the neighbor that for more. Monsoon new. Our Jim Ray Company Limited. What did Jim Ray? Now they accept. Jim Ray is assassin. Everywhere to carry. Conformia, Afianya, West Palm City Kaswa, East Palm City Kaswa, and the Shah Hills. Numbers near 0509 461675 and 0265 149942.
I love to eat a tasty breakfast in the morning. Something delicious and healthy, filled with vitamins. That's my day right, makes me so bright. Keeps my body happy. Let me tell you about what I eat. It's my secret. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Yeah. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Wow! I say hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Crunchy!
Hi, my name is Jackie. If you're an active person like myself, there's nothing much you can do without picking up a few germs from my daily contact with fans, family, and friends. But you can protect yourself by using hand sanitizer. Use Adonko hand sanitizer daily and frequently, as a high percentage of germs are transmitted through hand contact. Adonko hand sanitizer gives you that daily protection from germs, bacteria you can't see. Adonko hand sanitizer. Show love, protect yourself.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
For skin that's dull and dry, Vaseline Cocoa Glow with pure cocoa and shea butter, blended with micro droplets of Vaseline jelly, revealing glowing, radiant skin for glowing radiance.
So we're having an amazing time at Abeka La Paz. We're still at La Paz and it's our High Sense Super Crazy Giveaway Moment La Paz edition. And this week my winner is Cynthia. Cynthia, it's the same. Yeah, but Australia cried the kumeno. And now we are natural to say me Cynthia, mami mbisa o share restoration pa. Episode ben na ye wo fe pa. Nana Mama Brown. Now, Osha, no, dear Nasa show no, a treble.
Because I'm a foot be brave, a fabrabo, near I was any power near into Boisier, and near a pray or a brabo, Nina into Boisier. Nana Mama Brown, dear, I'm a missing and you be brave. Say, as a young lady coming up, you need to calm down. You need to, look up to God always. Every time, anytime, everywhere you go, you need to look up to God. And the man is shaming crying past Yankupon and Yankupon will murmur will be
Now, aside that, no, so we show na ya dey na wusua wo show no.
But misia nyima bebre, misia senior obetumi abo bra, like how you live your life and how you move on to
the next level.
Yes, and the misia nyima bebre.
And the bonse ma when why are dey see there. Nti na ye buy a high sense super crazy giveaway moment.
Okay.
And this time ye La Pass edition, ye La Pass. Okay. Nti obi te ho che say wo per restoration pa. And the high sense for Siembra. Okay. That was. Into your buyer, high sense for Siemfa. And that was, you are welcome. And I also on plates near my baby. I'm saying, you are crying. I was send me to me a shopping. Kakao line. It's with us, Yamin Shroud. Then I will catch your high sense.
Some person may catch your high sense and me down once. Yamin Shroud. Mako Swash restoration. Restoration.
You're welcome back, and a very big congratulations for our winner for this week's High Sense Super Crazy Giveaway moment. Before that time, Brad, we saw the record of what storms have you been through in your marriage? Can you share some with us?
Let us start with the food. Let us start with my food.
Sis, you know your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Rude boy all around the streets of Accra. Into like all that he likes is meko kakra, dokno kakra, say friend pako.
Bam.
Se pako shito kakra.
Bam, absolutely.
Oh. Then I want to do continental kakra, yeah, Chinese kakra, waha,
kakra, bolognese kakra, waha.
Junior, what do you want to eat?
Lasagna kakra.
I don't know. We here with the Brennan. I don't feel like it. Chimeko mami. Then I'm like, so I went through all the stress to prepare the food, only to come and Chimeko. Then you should have just told me, say, oh, Chimeko mami. Then that one I know said 247. They be a me Chimeko no. They be a me meko no crapo this year. So that when you're hungry, then I'll just say, because to go through the stress of going shopping, coming to cook and everything.
Continental, 5-star
serious thing on our marriage because sis, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I'm the only person, but I also what Bokuda. There are streets. At times I'm very weird with food, and she would go through the stress, the pain, cook something. I was like, tell her I don't want this. I want something else. Then she bought. So I know, as trivial as it sounds, a very big issue. A very big issue because I want something weird at a particular time. She might feel say. How should I put it? Like Junior could easily have told me that I want A, B, C. And it's just
he didn't have to wait for me to go through all. Yeah. And I would feel the same way.
But thank God, say on our 18th wedding anniversary, he repented.
Oh, Nancy, I'm not repenting.
Yes.
So for 18 years, you had to deal with the food issue.
Yes.
I remember, say on our 12th wedding anniversary, he came to me and was like, oh, Trudy, we've been through marriage, like we've been through this marriage, everything, like, and yet Debiana, everything is on point though, but the only thing I know I stress you with is when it comes to my food. And I said, what's that?
What can't you? Indian one.
So from 12 to 18, no.
And no cramp now.
From the 12th wedding anniversary, no acknowledge,
6 years to repent.
Before.
Sister,
what has been some of your storm?
My storm naturally, even said Trudy would want to think things through. She'd want to sit back. We are men. At times we see certain things that you do not see. At times we might take certain decisions that will not look so pleasant. You see, a woman would want to have a cushion. We boys, this idea hit me. We want to roll with it because when at night there is no food and no money and you people are asleep, we are the only ones that watch the ceiling. And every man here will tell you that fact. Charlie, it's not pleasant too. You are just there and wonder, God, tomorrow what will the family eat? Hey, Charlie, the money that I have, you go reach here. Then in the morning your daughter can say, oh, Daddy, I want KFC. So maybe I will give to you. Meanwhile, your account, your pocket, they reach there. So that is where at times I want to take some drastic decisions because, hey, sis, if you don't take certain risk, you will never, let's talk about, for example, restoration when you guys wanted to start. You remember you came to my office on the sprinters after you had eaten my food?
Yes, I ate all your food.
Yes.
Not eating. Ate all your food.
Then we discussed it. It was a risk you were taking. It was new in the system. Who would receive it? Why would a young girl want to restore people? So since that was where we used to have some of those. So some of those business challenges, hey, we had to think wide and think big. How come a young guy like myself would want to produce GFA TV for the Ghana Football Association? How come a young guy like me, I'm buying certain rights to produce certain things? It's not that easy. And now we have gotten to that stage where right now we understand each other that whatever you want to do, let there be at least a little cushion. So that whatever happens, we can have something.
So she won.
It's not about winning. Yes, it's a compromise.
Yes. And in a way,
yes.
Compromise.
Yes, we had to. And you know, at times too, one thing we are very happy about, our children have never seen us fight before. Never. Whatever it is, we'll go into our room, we'll have a discussion, we'll wait late in the night and we'll talk about it. But
do you even fight at all?
No.
Not like that. But I mean, you have.
I don't agree.
You don't talk to him.
You do, but you can't tell me normally. So you not that.
Now you don't see issues.
So you not tell the product. I said, God, I'm going for a commercial break. Maybe I'm not making my Bible and then she will pass in front of me from the bathroom and you see men and our highs. So say our highs. Our highs. So you see, at times maybe I'm a journal but I'm going to dry. So at times I share that now some creamy and things.
Some creamy there. Say kutu kakra na
no creamy
kutu kakra na wa creamy.
It's normal.
But munkutu ana me mompa mamu.
But what highlight moments have you had where you felt very proud that I'm so happy for this choice I made and I'm proud of my husband?
Okay,
I've never really thought about this, so let me just try and
NHS endorse.
Oh no, so many. I'm so proud, super proud of him because it's not every man that would cherish you. It's not every man that will appreciate you. It's not every man that would tell the world about you. Recently on his birthday, one of the men of God from the US who sent in a message was like, this is a man of God who would mention at a sitting, he would mention my name 25 times.
I told you that last
when
time
preaching, apart from the Bible.
My wife.
Trudy, my wife so Trudy. My wife.
Now I need a pen and paper. We had my market register.
Hey, and my boka.
So, like, I've seen him do so many things. Some of the risks, at the beginning, I wasn't too comfortable because I thought, at least make small room for maybe plan B, but he's a risk taker. And when most of the time, when he sets it, he will do it and then it succeeds. And I'm super, super, super proud of him.
Talking about Trudy, I think I'm proud of her every blessed day. Have you noticed if somebody asks me, Junior, how are you? I say I'm fine, but good. Today I would explain. Me can't say Edimisika because we've been broke before. Me can't say Edimisika because some people have dissed us before. Me can't say I remember where Trudy used to work. There was this day she wore some suit to be to her former work. And I was then in New York on the 27th floor in Co-op City. Me bronze, me being feeder. Then Trudy gave me a call and she was crying on the phone. So Trudy, I said, people are saying they should come and see the dress that she's wearing at B. And I felt like a failed husband. I was on the 27th floor and something just told me, why don't you jump and end it? Sis, I'm being very honest with you. I'm being very, very honest. You see, ladies, you don't understand what men go through. I pray most wives will start over-appreciating their husband. Since when they put this tag of a failed husband on you, it's not a pleasant thing. So when I say Trudy Odimisika. I say it one because now I'm providing for her. I also say it to glorify God, and third to shamify the devil, because it's where we had come from. Where we had come from. I remember the last time. Sis, I know you know the story, but I need to rub it in. You remember in the year 2008, August, we gave our only car to church. It was a Mercedes, it was a BMW. And we gave the car out. And I was like, Trudy, God is telling me to give the church with the car. You know what she said? She said, you're my husband. You are the head of the house. And you're a man of God. If God is talking to you, why are you coming to me? How many ladies will accept for their husbands to do such a thing? So if now I'm home and somebody walks into my house with a 2017 Mercedes-Benz and at the flexer, somebody will not understand.
That car have to drive somewhere.
You go drive. Na car, oh my God. I'm being very honest with you. So, says I when I look at you, there are times with me, baby, and my wife is walking. I say, oh my God, so all for me. Azigiza, you made a good choice. So I'm super proud. I chose her. I'm super proud. She's also making this thing work. It's not been easy. Ben maybe or any wife will tell you they don't disagree. They are liars. And please, ladies, let me also tell you this. There are still some good men. Yeah. I beg you, there are still some good men. And says, any woman who might be going through a challenge with your husband or something, pray for that man.
But coming into ministry, I mean, you started off with a fellowship, with the Citizens Fellowship, and gradually you've gone into a church.
Yes.
Was it difficult from the start?
Very, very. First and foremost, I didn't want to accept the calling. So if God had told me, say, we should have started a church, they want to come in here. But I started with fellowship. That is one. And secondly, so time I started Citizen, wasn't time we had a lot of contracts running. And we will not see the hand of God in it. And to me, I remember I called Kofi, my brother, was like, Charlie Blue, I said, go see some place. So I need money to buy, to rent that place. So then he also shared his red, when Satan not red, the red no encourage me. You see, Jesus told him that I've prayed for you so that when you come out, you encourage so he encouraged me with his red story. So since I got to a point that I truly agreed, say, okay, let's close certain accounts and look for monies we don't even have to start something for God. That made you easy. Yeah. Says, I'm being very honest with you. Obika behumi not pet room be keke.
Classroom, government.
Government classroom be na me say I will not do anything for God that it's not classic. I'm being very honest with you. We are not a church. Na yenji offering. We only take yenji tithe. We only took offering then, but offering will be 20 Ghana, so I'm about 2 cedis. So I say, Papa, me go. Now I'm at 10. A very law of exchange.
Most of the time when we are going to church, we take
money from the house. Yes, because Christianity must also be practicalized. That person is hungry, and after telling him God loves you, you say, "Hey, now we go chop."
And I love the culture where you made sure there was food after service.
Yes,
so
we refreshed everybody after service. Yes, we did that. It was not easy as a fellowship, but now as a church, we have changed it a little bit, and it's been wonderful. God is bringing some powerful people, and strangely, I have some very young group of people.
Energetic.
With their mama in the next 3 years,
it is well.
Citizen. So it's been great to say God will find Trudy and I ready to champion a cause.
The first lady.
Yeah, maybe you're not the first lady.
Last lady.
Or last lady. Do you know why? Because for a first lady, I met me for another lady. But she's my full stop. Last lady.
So you're the last lady?
Yes, last lady of Citizen.
Okay. And the chief servant.
Okay.
And one of them say you don't go there. You're Citizen. Remember, no show me back on where we were shared three. We were shared two.
Oh my goodness.
No more fit to quite mix up,
So in the next few years, where do you want to see Citizen?
In the next few years, I'm believing we are going to see a 10,000-seater auditorium with our own people. I'm looking at schools, I'm looking at universities. You see, we serve a God who says, open your mouth wide and I will fill it. If it's Azigiza's work, it is different, but it is God's work. Some people, let's even talk about Reverend Dr. Otabil. He started from a classroom. We at least started from an air-conditioned auditorium. My future is bright.
And I mean, your setup.
Oh, sister.
I had never seen an all white.
Yes.
Few.
Sister Michelle Dapa in a shada su painting. No, sister, I've played in the nightclub. I made the #1 nightclub in Ghana. I won Africa's #1 DJ. And I did all for the devil. So if I'm doing God's work.
So you hear?
Sister, yeah, that is what I want. Somebody will look and go, Charlie, soften was swag, soften not done years, soften to me. Yes, there are other women, but I've decided to love Trudy, and that's it.
That's your commitment.
Sister, it's a decision. I've decided. Middle Trudy. Bam. It's been 20 years of plus of knowing Trudy, knowing each other. We know each other. If there is something Amaya, she knows. If she's done it,
News bien.
Yes, Debbie. I know her. She knows me. She knows the husband. If I'm a man of God, she knows it. If I'm not a man of God, she knows it. Let me share this thing with you. The earlier times of our marriage, we were believing God for some rent. Then the bomb then I went to God. Alone. And I was like, God, I beg you, we're rich. It's not about me, it's about my wife. God, you there? If you there, give me a miracle so that my wife will trust my God.
So Trudy, sometimes when difficult times come, do you get scared?
As human
as you are, no, definitely.
You would ask me.
But as we grow, as we mature, no, most of the things we know say no. If God did it for me this past few years, and I say, then the same God no obeyam.
Exactly last week by this time, no, it was before this time, around 7, 8, a husband and a wife walks into our house, tells us, yes, Remo, God says we should give you this Mercedes Benz. They left the keys and left the car.
That car down now. It's for all of us. That I'm yet to drive.
That kind of man from Mary.
No, you know what? My brother just sent me the pictures and said, yes, see what God has done. And do you remember what I wrote? What did I write?
Sosket.
I saw the car and I said, Sosket.
A husband and when they came to our home, they came with 2 cars. So I was like, why will husband and wife drive 2 cars? I see he dreamt and God says he should give me the car. So software buyer, take, that's it. And they walked out. Message, no, there is God. Thank you so very much, sis.
But you can't go without coming here. It's one for you, one for you. It's a high sense, super crazy giveaway moment.
Okay,
Envelopes
okay, let Trudy pick it so that can she wake up and pick it or you? Okay.
It required the tutrubento nama.
Then
the royal that I am.
Purple. Oh, you know your colors. Me, I don't know colors. Red, gold.
I'll take my lilac.
Okay. Then lilac.
So it's
on colors. Yeah, red, gold, green. So which one? Okay, let me also pick this one. Electric steam. Hi. Wait, let me open my verse. Okay, drum roll. Drum roll. Yeah.
Thank you for coming. You take home a Hisense microwave.
I will microwave kenke. I will microwave pepper. I will microwave fish.
Okay, so that is a Hisense microwave for you.
Thank you.
Yes, and that is for Mrs. Bakbo Ado Jnr.
Thank you, Hisense.
Can I steal my Bible?
That's not also, we can put it down.
Wow.
Yes, so
Oh, madam, please make sure no mosquito.
So, Osofo,
Yes,
this
darling.
is yours from Leicester, Ghana.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And lastly, this is also
I'll
yours
give a speech
from Leicester, Ghana.
Thank you, Leicester.
Yes, so we're saying a very big thank you to you for coming.
Thank you.
We are not
so
done with
much.
you. Hey. And
Thank you
Osofo.
so much. Yes, darling.
Hey, we are sure say you are. This is coming from Free Masters. Osofo.
Wow.
Is that you?
Yes,
Is that how are you?
The look has changed.
Yeah, it's true. Now you have beard.
Yeah,
beard.
She told me to leave it all.
Oh, okay. I see. And Osofo. That's your way you're with you.
Small boy, young boy, Benny.
So now let's get to the highlights.
This is beautiful.
Also, now let's get to the highlights. I need your attention.
Highlights, Guardian.
Highlights.
Oh, highlights.
A highlight. Okay, so Trudy. I mean, marriage is something
This is nice.
we all need to respect and appreciate. And the two of you have done so well over the years. And so far,
I'm admiring myself.
Please listen to me.
Okay.
We normally don't get to do this. It's very rare to have Restoration do this. But for the second time, we're giving you the opportunity to renew your vows.
Oh, no!
Yes. Yes. All sponsored, all expenses paid. I remember during Majid's wedding, Azigiza
my wife
was
is
the
crying.
MC. And Trudy said, I want one of this. And he said, I jump it. So
I will not cry.
18 is a number of maturity.
I give a disclaimer, I'm not crying.
And already we've spoken to our partners, you know them, and they are so excited. We actually wanted to do this last year, but we said 2020 is special. So let's push it to 2020. So like I told Majid, everything is set. All we need is a date. And we are going to have a wedding.
Wow.
So just last week, there was a big surprise. And then this Saturday too, another surprise.
There's going to be a wedding. You know me, I love weddings.
I will not cry.
So there is going to be another Restoration renewal of vows.
You know about this?
Me.
He didn't.
Me.
I think the only person who knew about this is the producer. Even him, he knew it was a surprise, but did not know what surprise. Ben knew about it. He knew it was a surprise, but didn't know what surprise it was. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, Rosemont is very excited. Exclusive bridals. Yeah, Rosemont is very excited, so she cannot wait to see you. So we see what gown we are picking, just like we did with Verna. So a big congratulations to both of you and happy 18th anniversary. And we wish you the very best.
Sis. I'm sweating.
Don't sweat. So this is how we do it on Restoration. A very big thank you to our sponsors, Yaz Washing Powder and Yaz Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes. To High Sense, we say a very, very big thank you. This is fair.
This is not fair.
This is fair.
Okay, me.
To Jimray Company Limited, to GTP, to Adonko Hand
You have made a talkative not be able to talk.
We say a very big thank you to you, Zesuza Catering, to Axis Sweets. Thank you so much. You've been very wonderful, Vanessa and your team. We cannot thank you enough. To Kofi Africa Photography, to Antonio Shorted, we say a very big thank you. Of course, to Harry's Professionals, to Salon, thank you very much for my hair. Ophelia of ABS, you rock. To Team M Clan Media Production, you guys are simply amazing. Zesuza, we know you're going to do the catering for this food, and we are so excited because Soraya's food, you know already. So there's going to be another wedding. So if you want invitation, if you don't call, and like Majid said, I want it close knit. And what didn't number by also no excesses. So it's been amazing. It's been today's episode of Restoration.
Why am I quiet?
Always do remember,
I have to talk.
Hey, you want to?
Sis, on behalf of my wife that is so shocked and me that did not cry, I want to say thank you to you guys. And I feel in my spirit that my God will bless you too.
Amen.
My God will shock you too.
Amen.
If God touched Team Restoration to do this for us, we also decree and declare that from today, no doors will be closed unto you. We also speak prophetically and say that let every mountain be made plain.
Amen.
Let every valley be elevated. Amen. And we say above all that you will be the only show in Ghana that sponsors will beg to be on and there will be no space.
Amen.
May the God that shocks, may the God that has a name which is even not in the Bible, the Jehovah Too Much God, may he remember you.
Amen.
May he also make your business great.
Amen.
May he make the crew great.
Amen.
May he make your marriage great.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus. Sis, do you know how to sing this song? Yehovah Tiasi. Forgive my voice. Kunindi wo Wawushano misi Yehovah Tiasi. God bless you. I didn't cry, but God bless you.
A little. So thank you very much, and always do remember you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Don't forget there is a wedding coming on.
Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through, and it's just for you.